John Carvelli, Executive Officer Andy Foster. The World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, has assigned 3 former world champions to unofficially score this matchup.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, a matchup that sounds like something straight out of a dream, or maybe a wild internet fantasy, is now a reality set to shake the boxing world. For years, these two names lived in entirely different universes. Tyson, the unstoppable force, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, a man whose very presence in the ring was enough to make opponents crumble. Paul, the social media sensation turned prizefighter, a disruptor who refuses to play by the traditional rules of boxing. And yet, here we are. 2 fighters from different generations, different backgrounds, and different
Paul and Mike Tyson have just faced off.
That's crazy.
Legacies, stepping into the same ring for one night that could define both of their careers in completely opposite ways. For Mike Tyson, this isn't just another fight on his long list of battles. This is a statement, a reminder to the world that Iron Mike is still dangerous, still powerful, and still capable of delivering a knockout that could end a fight. In seconds, every movement, every punch Tyson throws is backed by decades of experience, forged in brutal training camps, legendary fights, and the mental warfare of championship boxing. This is a man who has felt the roar of the crowd in sold-out arenas and who has stared into the eyes of the toughest heavyweights.
Me too. We're getting ready for you.
In history without blinking. And now, even at his age, he believes he still has enough left to crush a man half his age. For Jake Paul, this fight is the ultimate opportunity. Since the moment he stepped into the ring for his first professional bout, he's been surrounded by criticism. He's not a real boxer. He's just a YouTuber chasing clout. Put him in with a real fighter and watch him crumble. Paul has heard it all. But with each win, with every fighter he's faced, he's inched closer to proving his doubters wrong. Still, there's always been one lingering question. Could he handle?
For 57 years old, Mike Tyson still has some speed, and he definitely has some power.
That's perfect.
Of course, Jake Paul, he's coming off of an impressive victory versus Ryan Bowerland, stopped him in the first round. You know, a lot of people are counting Mike Tyson out for this fight. They think he's too old. They think Jake Paul, you know, he's in his prime. He's improving year by year. You know, they think Mike Tyson has no chance. And you can see right here, you know, Mike may look a little bit stiff, but his technique is still there. He has power as well. You know, the power is the last thing to go. Of course, Jake Paul will come into this fight with the height advantage, the reach advantage, the youth advantage. I think Jake Paul is only 28 years old. You know, people have talked about this boxing match happening for some time now.
Handle the pressure, the power, and the skill of a true boxing icon. Beating Mike Tyson wouldn't just answer that question, it would rewrite the entire conversation about his career. This isn't a fight tucked away in a quiet venue. No, this is the main event, the spotlight, the cameras, the endless analysis. From fans and experts alike, every detail is being scrutinized. Tyson's training footage, Paul's sparring sessions, their diet, their mental focus. Millions are watching from around the globe, from hardcore fight fans who've followed Tyson since the 80s to a younger generation that grew up watching Paul's every move online. It's a collision of audiences as much as it is a collision of fighters.
Come on, punching. Yeah.
Fight story practically writes itself. On one side, a legendary knockout artist who ruled the heavyweight division with an iron fist. On the other, a brash, confident newcomer who built his brand on defying expectations and taking risks that most wouldn't dare to consider. This isn't just about youth versus experience, it's about respect versus disruption. tradition versus reinvention. The stakes couldn't
Check, big boy. Sign the contract.
No problem. Saturday, July 20th. See you there.
be higher. For Tyson, a win would be a triumphant exclamation point late in his career, proof that his name still carries fear and weight inside the ropes. For Paul, a win would silence the doubters permanently and force the boxing world to take him seriously, not as an internet personality dabbling in the sport, but as a legitimate competitor capable of defeating a living legend. And as fight night draws closer, the energy in the air becomes almost tangible. The press conferences have already turned into verbal battles. The training clips are being dissected frame by frame. Every expert is offering their prediction, and yet, no one can say with certainty how this will end.
Hey, no concerns than normal, just nervous. That's about it. All fighters are nervous, all athletes are nervous. I'm not gonna let no one tell me because I'm nervous, I'm afraid, because I've been nervous my whole career and I've been very successful.
Mike, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you for caring.
I do care. I care about you. And I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now. And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch. And he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike. And I want you got to take him serious, Mike, because
I take him extremely serious. I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
No, they don't, and it's such a mistake because he's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country. I think that's how you have to go into this fight. What do I know, But I just know Jake, man, and like, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Well, I'm gonna be splendid.
Yeah.
Thank God. I appreciate you worrying.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night, man. I care.
But you're also not the only person, dude. Like, there's a lot of athletes, a lot of people out there who are like, I saw KD last night and he was talking about, I don't want to talk about that fight because if something happens to Uncle Mike, it's not going to be fun, dude. People are going to be angry.
Like,
it's almost like a weird duality for Jake, where if he loses, it's problematic, but if he beats Uncle Mike, so is it hard for you when someone sits and says you should be fearful of any man on this planet, let alone, Jake Paul?
Hey, I'm fearful. I'm fearful of my 13-year-old son. And this is what I learned through my 58 years of experience. What my experience is that anyone's capable of killing you. In my life and the way I lived my life and what I've seen, anyone's capable of killing you. So you should be apprehensive for anyone. That's just my life that I live. Everyone around me, anybody I know is capable of killing you. Even if I don't know you, that's how I look at people. They're all capable of killing you. So I look at them at that, and my objective's like that. So they're capable of killing me. I don't sleep on them. I'm not overconfident with anybody in life.
Because boxing, for all its strategy and preparation, has always been about moments where one punch can change everything. That's the beauty and the danger of this fight. No matter how many simulations are run, no matter how much analysis is done, once that first bell rings,
You have some opinions about Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Everyone's gonna know him as the guy that knocked out an old Mike Tyson.
At his age, if you get hit by one solid
Turn
Jake
into
Paul
prune-
punch,
prune juice.
you're prune juice.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Jake could literally walk out without an ear. Like, bro,
The funny thing is, Evander Holyfield followed me.
there you go.
Yeah. I said, nah.
Not enough ears.
No,
anything can happen. Will Tyson's raw, unfiltered power overwhelm Paul before he even settles into the fight? Or will Paul's youth, speed, and unconventional style frustrate the veteran enough to steal the win? One thing is certain, when these two finally stand face to face in the center of the ring,
Bro, you just f***ed my life up. It's okay. Do you believe that I will actually beat Mike Tyson? Yes. What the f?
Do you believe you'll actually beat Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Tyson fight. Do you think the age difference plays a big role in the outcome of the fight?
No, I think Mike is a killer at any age.
You sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like this.
For all the conspiracy theorists out there, is this fight rigged?
Absolutely not. That's a federal crime.
All right, Jake Paul. Do you really think that you're gonna beat Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
I'm nervous.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's
a red light, brother.
gonna be tough.
you lying?
Past and the future of boxing will meet in a way we've never seen before. And when the final bell rings, someone's legacy will be forever changed. The anticipation is electric. In the weeks leading up to fight night, the buildup has taken on a life of its own. Social media is flooded with heated debates, prediction videos, and breakdowns. Old clips of Tyson destroying opponents in seconds are being shared alongside Jake Paul's highlight reels. Each side claiming their fighter will dominate.
So sad that Mike Tyson has got to do this fight. This is what I wrote on Instagram, and someone commented saying he doesn't have to do it, he's choosing to do it. And then I thought, you know, you're right, he is choosing to do it, but why is he choosing to do it? Well, he's doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought, because this guy is an absolute legend. He shouldn't be able to get bought like this. He's 57 years old. He needs to be enjoying retirement. Now, I don't think that I've got the wealth that Mike Tyson's got, but if someone offered me $20 million to fight Jake Paul, I would say no, because I care too much about me.
And weaving, unleashing short, brutal hooks. Paul backs up, circling, flicking out his jab to create space. The first minute is a test, Tyson testing Paul's defense, Paul testing Tyson's timing. The sound of Tyson's punches thudding into Paul's guard sends a ripple through the arena. You can feel the weight behind every shot. Paul's strategy is clear: survive the early onslaught. He clinches when Tyson gets too close, pushes off, and keeps moving. Tyson's eyes never leave him, his head slipping side to side, always pressing forward. By the end of the round, Paul has avoided serious damage, but Tyson has made his presence felt. Round 2, and Tyson turns up the heat. A vicious left hook lands to the body, forcing Paul to gasp for air. The crowd erupts. Tyson follows with an overhand right that just grazes Paul's chin, a warning shot of what could happen if he slows down for even a second. Paul answers with a quick 1-2, snapping Tyson's head back. It's not a knockout shot, but it's enough to show he's not here just to survive. As the rounds progress, the fight becomes a battle of wills. Tyson's bursts of offense are ferocious, but the years have taken a toll on his stamina. Paul begins to find openings, jabbing to the head and body, landing clean counters as Tyson comes in. For the first time, the younger fighter's confidence starts to show. By round 5, the dynamic has shifted. Paul is moving more freely, his punches landing with precision. Tyson, still dangerous, is looking for that one perfect shot. The crowd senses the tension. One punch from Tyson could still end it, but Paul's rhythm is becoming harder to break. Every exchange feels like a turning point. Tyson lunges forward with a right hook. Paul ducks and fires back with a left. To the body, the arena gasps. Commentators can barely keep up, their voices rising with each flurry. This is no exhibition, it's a war. As the fight moves into the later rounds, fatigue sets in for both men. Tyson's shoulders rise and fall heavily with each breath, but his eyes burn with the same fire from his prime. Paul's footwork is slowing, his hands dropping slightly between exchanges. Every second counts. Now, then, in round 7, the moment nearly comes. Tyson traps Paul against the ropes, unleashing a savage combination left to the body, right uppercut to the head. Paul stumbles, his back against the corner. The crowd is on its feet. Tyson swings again, but Paul clinches, holding on until the referee steps in. It's a narrow escape. The bell rings for the final round, and both fighters know it could come. Down to these last 3 minutes. Tyson charges forward one last time, throwing everything he has left. Paul, battered but still standing, fires back with sharp combinations, refusing to fold. When the final bell sounds, the arena explodes into cheers. Nobody knows who's won yet. What they do know is that they've just witnessed something unforgettable, a clash not just of styles, but of eras, pride, and determination. The arena is electric as the judges' scorecards are collected. Tyson stands in his corner, sweat dripping, chest heaving, that same unshakable stare on his face. Paul paces back and forth, gloves resting on the top rope, eyes darting toward the announcer. The ring announcer steps forward, microphone in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. The crowd holds its breath, and the winner, by split decision. There's a pause, the kind that lasts forever. Then the name is called. The arena erupts. half in celebration, half in disbelief. No matter whose hand is raised, one truth is undeniable. Both fighters earn respect tonight. Tyson proved that even decades later, his power and will remain legendary. Paul proved he can stand toe-to-toe with one of the most feared men in boxing history. And for the fans, this was history. A once-in-a-lifetime fight, burned into memory. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more legendary matchups, shocking fight analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories from the fight world, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join the conversation in the comments, because the next war could be even bigger.